The Pittsburgh Triangles were a charter franchise of World Team Tennis founded by John H. Hillman, 3, William Sutton and Chuck Reichblum. The Triangles won the 1975 WTT Championship. The team folded after the 1976 season. Team history. The Triangles were founded by John H. Hillman, 3, William Sutton and Chuck Reichblum as a charter member of WTT in 1973. The team began play in WTT's inaugural 1974 season. Just prior to the start of the Triangles' initial season on May 1, 1974, Fox Chappell insurance broker, sports promoter, and financier Frank B. Furrer purchased a controlling interest in the team. Furrer was elected the team's chairman. Reichblum remained president and general manager. Sutton remained part of the ownership group and was re-elected as the team's secretary, treasurer and general counsel. The Triangles played the home matches at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. During the first season, the Triangles, clad in bright yellow and green uniforms, played in the WTT Eastern Division with teams from Philadelphia, Boston, New York, Baltimore, Detroit, Cleveland, and Toronto Buffalo. WTT also had an 8-team Western Division for a total of 16 teams representing most of the major metropolitan areas in the United States. There was even a team from Hawaii called the Lays. The Triangles folded following the 1976 season, with Pittsburgh and Philadelphia both lacking franchises. The league had considered fielding a team called the Pennsylvania Keystones in 1977, composed of players from the Soviet Union. However, with the Cleveland Nets struggling to draw fans for the home matches, owner Joseph Zingale decided to fill the WTT void in nearby Pittsburgh and have his team play approximately half of its home matches in Richfield Township, Summit County, Ohio, and the other half in Pittsburgh. The team was called the Cleveland-Pittsburgh Nets, after the Nets announced they would play half the matches in Pittsburgh. The league had planned to have the Keystones play in Philadelphia. The team of Soviet players did compete in WTT in 1977, but it did not have a permanent home and played its home matches in several different cities. The name Pennsylvania Keystones was scrapped, and the team was officially called the Soviet national team and informally the Soviets. As for the Nets, they played approximately half the 1977 home matches at the Coliseum at Richfield and the other half at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. The Nets also played some home matches in Nashville, New Orleans and Hollywood, Florida. Coaching. The Australian tennis star Ken Rosewall coached the original Pittsburgh Triangles team in 1974. Rosewall's top players were Yvonne Goolagong, who had already captured her first Wimbledon singles title in 1971, and young Phenom Vitas Gerulaitis. Vitas, nicknamed the Lithuanian Lion, had recently won the West Penn Open in Mount Lebanon and would go on to win the 1975 Wimbledon men's doubles crown and the 1977 Australian Open men's singles title. Players. Yvonne Goolagong was not allowed to participate in the 1974 French Open due to her association with WTT and the Triangles. Ken Rosewall, head coach. Vitas Gerulaitis, Yvonne Goolagong, Peggy Mitchell, Harold Solomon, Laura Dupont, Mona Shallow, Jeff Borowiak, Kathy Blake, Patrick Dubray, Jane Stratton, Tom Edlifson, Gerald Batrick, Linda Lewis, Jill Cooper, Brian Teacher, Isabel Fernandez, Anand Amritraj, Paolo Bertolucci, Mary O'Keefe, Bob Chappell. 2 days after winning the WTT Championship, Furrer traded Kim Warwick and Rainey Fox to the Cleveland Nets for Sue Stapp. Vic Edwards, head coach. Mark Cox, Rainey Fox. Vitas Gerulaitis, Yvonne Gouliagonkoli, Peggy Mitchell, Kim Warwick. With Gouliagonkoli signed for the 1976 season, Mark Cox was elevated to the Triangles player-coach. The Triangles also recruited college star Joanne Russell and Bernie Mittin. Midway through the 1976 season, the recently acquired Sue Stapp was traded for Nancy Gunter. Mark Cox, Dan McGibbon, head coach. Vitas Gerulaitis, Yvonne Gouliagonkoli, Nancy Gunter, Bernie Mittin. 1976 Davis Cup, Joanne Russell, Sue Stapp. Results: 1974 to 30-14. Second in Central Section of Eastern Division, defeated Detroit 63 to 27. First round, lost to Philadelphia 52 to 45. Eastern Division Final, 1975 to 36-8. First in Eastern Division, bye-in first round, defeated Boston 2-0. Eastern Division Final, defeated Golden Gators 2-1. 4. WTT Championship, 1976 to 24-20. 22nd in Eastern Division, lost to New York 2-1. Eastern Division Final, 1977, become Pennsylvania Keystones during off-season, intending to play home games in both Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, fold before season begins primarily due to financial reasons.